ladies and gentlemen, to the final installment of Fan Appreciation Month here on Reaction and Review. Well, at least the final installment for this Fan Appreciation Month. I know for a fact I'm almost bound to do another one at some point. I love doing these. Tonight, guys, I'm closing out this run of Fan Appreciation Month with a film you guys have been requesting for a long time. In fact, I find it really funny. You guys have requested this film, which is technically a sequel. I will get to that in just a sec. But almost nobody requested the first film. And yes, I am going to cover the first one at some point. After all, the DVD I got has both films. So, but I'm not talking about the first one. We are covering its rather infamous sequel. The movie in question came out in 1991. It is called Troll 2. Now, I'm going to give you guys a rundown of the first Troll, at least what I know of it. Troll is the story of Harry Potter as he fights a troll. No, I am not making that up, and I'm not being snarky. It really is about Harry Potter fighting a fucking troll. Look it up. But Troll 2 has nothing to do with that story. In fact, where Troll, if memory serves, was made in the U.S., Troll 2 is from Italy. And it's a film about goblins. There isn't a single troll in this fucking movie to speak of. The only reason why it's called Troll 2 is because the fucking distributors wanted to try to cash in on the fame of Troll, the small cult following that Troll had fucking developed since 1986 when it first came out. So when a couple of filmmakers were working on a movie called Goblins, the company who was going to distribute the film in the U.S. looked at that and said, no, we are going to call this Troll 2 and we're going to hope for the best. And according to many people, Troll 2 is the best, worst movie ever made. Now, I totally understand that I have bitched about movies which have made that claim in the past. And this time around, I actually am feeling a little bit optimistic about that, because I love cheesy B movies, and I've seen a clip or two from Troll. I haven't seen the one scene which everybody else has seen, but I have seen like a couple of others, and this one looks genuinely funny, which is something I always love to look for. So I do have hopes here, and even if the movie sucks, and I mean sucks in a bad way, well, at least I can still review the first one at some point, so hey, that's always sort of a positive. So, without further ado, it's time to kick back, relax, and check out Troll 2. The family's going to be taking a trip to a town called Nilbog. I'm going to call it right now. At some point, one of the pinheads in this movie is going to find out that Nilbog is goblin spelled backwards, and it's going to be seen as some big twist. I'm calling it right the fuck now, and I would be really shocked if they don't cash in on it. Just saying that right now. Oh my god! Did he...
Don't hit him, Michael. Please don't hit him.
Don't hit him! No! Please hit him! Did he piss on the food? Wow, that is fucking amazing, dude! Okay, hang on a minute. According to the side of that squad car, the town of Nilbog is in Nilbog County. Alright? Now I have to ask, what fucking state is Nilbog County in? I'm kinda curious. And for some reason, judging by the writing in this film, I would almost be surprised. I would not be shocked if the state is also called Nilbog just because of fucking pure laziness. Pure awesome laziness, but still laziness nonetheless. I called it! I fucking called it! The kid notices that Nilbog is goblin backwards! Fuck yes! So the kid's imaginary friend just handed him a Molotov cocktail. How the fuck did his imaginary friend gain access to a Molotov cocktail? I'm really curious now. And I have a strong feeling this fucking movie is not going to explain how. But god damn it, I don't care. That is awesome. What the fuck was that? Alright, never thought I'd see any time in any film two people just lying in fucking bed, eating a cob of corn in what is supposed to be a sexy fashion, and then they're sprayed with popcorn. I couldn't make that kind of shit up if I fucking tried. And I just saw it. It was probably the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen. Holy shit, dude. Well, guys, that was Troll 2. My god, that ending was awesome. Alright, I'm going to shut this off right now. Alright, it's time to talk about Troll 2. Now, you guys know that over the course of this series, I have ripped into a lot of bad movies. A couple of them were told to me by others that they fell under the category of so bad it's good. And the two I'm going to zero in on for this are Birdemic, Shock and Terror, and The Room. The reason why those to me do not fall under the category of so bad it's good is because they are missing something which Troll 2 has and what a lot of the other quote-unquote best bad movies ever have. It has charm. See, guys, I could sit here and I could list off just a ton of movies that by all fucking rights are complete crap, but I love. Movies such as, I actually am going to list off a few of them for you. Plan 9 from Outer Space, Overdrawn at the Memory Bank, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Munchies, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Hobgoblins. These are films that are so horrible on every fucking level, but they are basically like a car wreck. You can't look away. And once everything is said and done, you wind up adoring the film. Troll 2 has fucking charm oozing out of every fucking orifice it has. And that really is the only positive it has. Because guys, I could probably sit here and I could try to talk about how the acting is just completely shit, about how the story is almost fucking fit to be a children's movie, if not for the rampant amounts of gore. Most of it's green, but it still counts as gore, damn it. I could fucking go over all of this. I could talk about how the masks that these fucking goblins wear. There is one of them that is just so horrifyingly ugly looking, where it has bug eyes and buck teeth, and it looks totally different from every other goblin in the entire movie. I could fucking go into the fact that I called the fact that somebody was going to point out the fact that Nilbog is goblin spelled backwards, and that it was supposed to be the big fucking like reveal. You know, I could cover all of that, but frankly, it is all of those negatives which makes this movie so goddamn charming. I mean, because guys, you see, yes, we have horrific writing. This story, guys, is just so fucking stupid that it almost hurts. But then again, most of that is because you are going to be laughing so goddamn hard at the stupid fucking story. All right, so we have horrible writing. We have actors who I'm going to assume were handed, scripts that were probably in horribly broken English, because I did do a little bit of research on this film, and I'm going to tell you right now that the writers of this film did not speak English fluently, so their script was made up of just broken English and bullshit, and they tried to hand this shit off to fucking actors who all naturally speak American. At least I'm going to assume so. Also, I'm going to get to the acting in just a sec. But these actors had to make fucking do with this, with this shit. And it doesn't help that the actors, and I'm going to use the term actors real fucking loosely here, they have all of the acting skills of a dead fucking gerbil, okay? I have seen shit aired on public access television that has better acting than what was in this movie. And yet, it is that horrible acting and that shitty story that just kept me going. I wanted to see exactly how stupid this movie was going to get, and it wound up becoming one of the funniest. It became one of the most unfucking intentionally funny things I have ever seen. It's like, this movie is a perfect storm of stupid, and that, guys, is what saves it. Okay, I mean, and again, I fucking mentioned the, I mentioned the, like, goblin mask, or masks, especially the one with the bug eyes and the buck teeth. But all of them look just horrible because all of them are just hanging fucking loosely on the actors. They just look hideous. And the goblin costumes are basically made up of those horribly, horribly ill fucking fitting masks. And brown fucking burlap outfits. That's it. Alright? There is no real effort beyond that. I will say though, that this film does have fantastic camera work, and beyond the horrible, like, goblin masks and the goblin costumes in general, effects are really solid, okay? I really cannot fucking lie. Effects in this thing are really good. Which I think is partially another one of the things which saves it, is just that it has these awesome, like, it has these awesome effects, and then it has shitty masks, a really stupid story, and horrible acting. Camera work is really good. Lighting is perfect. The sound fucking, like, quality is literally of the kind of quality you would fucking expect from a major studio. The music is all really sound. It's like, guys, this thing would have probably been an amazing movie if they had actors who knew how to act in a story that wasn't this childishly, mind-numbingly stupid. However, if it had quality acting, and if it had, and if the story were written by somebody who didn't fucking take a sledgehammer to the back of the fucking head, this movie wouldn't have been nearly as good. You see, guys, that right there is what I'm talking about. This movie has that much charm going for it, where you are able to look past shitty acting and horrible fucking writing and god-awful masks. You can look past all of that and find just this awesomely funny bad movie there. And that, my friends, is what makes for a good bad movie, is it has to be something that you can openly laugh at, and that you and your friends would probably have a very, very enjoyable night just fucking sitting there and riffing on it. You would have so much fun doing that. Believe me, guys. Now, I honestly didn't fucking put in any of it because, frankly, it doesn't quite work here. But I actually found myself riffing on this stupid thing, and that's partially because it basically is begging for it. That is seriously how bad the story is, and yet it's still a fucking lovable sort, sort of bad. It basically is almost like looking at one of those dogs which only has fucking, like, 2 legs and 1 eye, and it just sits there and it just looks so fucking sad, and you just want to sit there and just sort of fucking, pet it and cuddle it. This thing here is a 2-legged, one-eyed fucking dog who is somehow able to do backflips and makes you laugh your ass off. That really is the best way to sum up Troll 2. So if you guys are really looking for a fantastic, bad fucking movie to watch, you cannot fail with Troll 2. Now, not only can you get it on DVD like this, where it comes with the first one, Troll 2 is also on Blu-ray. The Blu-ray comes packaged with a documentary which talks about the cult fan base which Troll 2 has. Not only that, Troll 2 is also on Netflix. So guys, get out there and watch it. If you haven't seen Troll 2, fucking A, you have to, alright? You really, really do. This right here is the sort of movie which is going to stick with you for a long, long time. Now, Troll 2 came off the Amazon wish list. The person who sent it in is a guy who sent in a ton of stuff in the past. His name is Medio Surreal. Dude, I really do want to thank you on this one, because not only have you given me, well, 2 films, and yes, I am going to cover the first, Troll film at some point. I really have to. But not only have you given me 2 fucking films here I can cover, but you have sent quite possibly one of the best bad movies I have ever seen. Mind you, this one here is in no way the best bad movie. That honor still goes to Plan 9. But this thing comes really, really close. This sucker right here, I would put right next to Killer Clowns and Overdrawn at the Memory Bank amongst basically like the second tier awesomely bad movies. All right. So yeah, guys, get out there, check it out. And by the way, I am going to provide a link to Medio's channel. Again, dude, thank you. All right, I absolutely adored this fucking movie, and I really hope that I am able to get just as much enjoyment out of the first one when I get around to finally covering it. So yeah, guys, with that, we come to the close of another Fan Appreciation Month, and holy shit, I am so happy, because I got to watch Troll 2, I got to watch Hobo with a Shotgun, but I had to suffer through Requiem for a Dream and fucking Irreversible, so I guess it's kind of like a trade-off, but still, the fact that I got to close it out with something like this makes me feel absolutely awesome. So yes, guys, with that, we come to the close of another reaction and review. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.